May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And let's just get to it. First, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the. Let's take a look at the economic calendar. All right. What I want you to know is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we got some things happening. All right, that'll be market movers for sure. The yen, the Bank of Japan on Tuesday, March 18th. They'll be going over the policy rate. That's a tentative time date. They're not sure what time they're going to do all of this, but there will be a press conference afterwards on Wednesday. Right, we will have the FOMC. All right, that is a major market mover. High impact news. All right, that's March 19th at 2 p.m. Watch out a half an hour later for the FOMC press conference. The Fed will let you know what they're going to do with the interest rates. All right, here in the U.S. All right, now Thursday, March 20th, you got the Swiss. The Swiss dollar, the Swiss National Bank, they will go over their interest rates, and the pound will have their interest rates on the same day. That's March 20th. All right, those will probably move those markets pretty good. Okay, now all week we're going to have some good juice running through the markets all week from Monday through Friday. All right, this is a time, you know what happens the day before, leading up to a major market mover like the FOMC. The markets might go into consolidation. All right, markets might go into consolidation, might pull some wonky stuff. I say this every time, every week. Just be careful of it, okay? All right, now to the charts. Let's look at the US dollar index. We're going to go over the US dollar index, the euro USD, the pound USD, Aussie dollar USD, New Zealand dollar USD, CAD. All right, now we're going over the CAD futures, so we're looking at CAD USD. You understand? It's the opposite. When you trade the CAD on the spot, you'll be trading against the US dollar. So the CAD becomes your your base currency, and the US dollar becomes your quote, right? Uh, and it's just the opposite as opposed to US dollar CAD. All right, we have the Swiss. It's in the same boat. Instead of the US dollar Swiss, it's going to be the Swiss US dollar, and we have the Japanese yen. All right, but the way you want to see when I go over the futures is what is the strength of the individual currency. All right, what is the strength of the Swiss? What is the Swiss franc? What is the strength or weakness of the Canadian dollar or the Japanese yen? That's what you want to know. All right, is it weak or strong against the US dollar? That's what you want to know. Okay. Now, monthly. The monthly time frame is what I'm looking at. Look at the US dollar. This is going to be real simple. All right. I want you to pay close attention because I'm going to keep it simple for you. Okay. You can see that price moved up into this weekly, monthly area of supply, and we had a strong push to the downside. All right, we understand that. Price is bearish at the moment. Will it continue bearish? What are we looking for? All right. Well, the fact is that we have this momentum. The momentum to that candle is very, very strong to the downside. That's one thing to note. But what you want to also note is the fact that we have, what is this? What am I doing? We have, okay, I'm going to try it one more time. One more time. Here we go. All right. We have a bullish fair value gap there that price just rammed through. All right. So this is a bearish sign. Now we have this. We have this down here. Look, this area of this is a bullish fair value gap, a monthly bullish fair value gap. And some people would say, oh, so we should be looking for a price to find support here and move up. No, because it's down. It's too far down in this trading range, too far down. All right. the area of value, the area of fair value was from here to here, right? Price should have pulled up and found that support here to go higher, at least at this bullish fair value gap. But no, the intent of price is to go down further. Got it? It's too far down. All right. What's going to end up happening is price is probably going to use it as a speed bump. Get out of here. All right. This is stupid. All right. Uh, this is going to be used as a speed bump. We can see price pulling back up into what? A bearish fair value gap. When you see this, you expect price to go into like a consolidation. All right. On the smaller time frames, it'll show a smaller candle, and that'll help to form the bearish fair value gap that price could push back up into and continue down to hit these lows, which is what I think is the intent of price. If we go down to the weekly, you can see that we already have a bearish fair value gap on the weekly already formed for price to uh, pop up into and use to for lower prices, right? So yeah, you see this candle already forming because the market is already opened, right? Uh, I'm looking for price to sting up into this fair value gap to seek higher price, to seek lower prices. Got it? All right. So this bullish fair value gap, I'm looking, on the monthly, I'm looking at as a speed bump because it's so low, but it should cause the price to react, and that it'll react just enough for a, a, a bearish fair value gap to be formed, and for price to push up and then down. That's what I'm looking for. All right. If we go to the daily, uh, we're looking for price to take out these highs and sting up into here. I want to see price take out this. We're going to see some what do you call short term bullish fair value, some short term bullishness for a longer term push to the downside. I'm looking for this to be our draw on liquidity down here, and our immediate draw on liquidity. And if we go back to the weekly, uh, I'm looking for this low to be hit and for this low to be hit. Why this low? Because this one starts the fair value gap here that price will probably react to. It's a weekly fair value gap there that I'm looking for price to tap into. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the euro. The euro is the mirror image of the US dollar index. So where I'm seeing the US dollar as bearish, I'm looking for the euro USD to be bullish, right? I'm looking for euro futures to gain strength. And I've already marked out, we can move this, I've already marked out the bullish fair value gap on the weekly because it's easy to see. All right. This is when it's obvious and easy to see, you have to recognize it. You have to be able to say, all right, fair enough. All right. So I'm looking for price to push down into it and push higher. We can make that black. All right. All right. That's what I'm looking for. It's that simple. All right. This might take a day or two, but I'm looking for a 2 candle push, sting, one candle going in and one candle going out. That's what I'm looking for. All right. It could be 3, but I'm looking for a 2 candle push. All right. If we go to the weekly, we just looked at the weekly. If we go to the daily, you can see I'm looking for price to take out this low. I'm looking for price to take out that low. All right. It doesn't have to, but I'm definitely looking for price to pull into the gap. But that would be my draw on liquidity, aquaminity. All right, yeah. All right, so now why do I have this up here? Because this is the ultimate draw. This is where I want price. This is where I don't, where I'm hoping price goes if my analysis is correct. I want to see that high being taken out. That's it. Let's keep it simple. All right. We see the breaks of market structure here and here. We see the market structure shift there. I'm looking for price to go from external to internal, back to external. This is the fair value gap is the internal target. I'm looking for the external target to be taken sometime this week. Got it. If we look at the pound, is basically the same situation. If I can get to the weekly, you can see I got some markings on here that we don't need. All right, so all we need to see is this bullish fair value gap here, all right, on the weekly for price to come and sting into, and we're going to keep it real simple. All right, all we need is price to just pop and push, pop and push. All right, two candle in and out. All right, and where am I looking for? I'm looking for price to take out these highs here, but this will be the first target on the pound. Okay, and I'm hoping that we sweep this high here, which is the beginning of this bearish fair value gap. All right, because I think we'll have a reaction once we get there. Price will likely to pull down, and then we'll be heading towards that high. But we'll see what happens when we get up there. But this break of market structure to the upside here, I'm looking, that is an external target. All right, we've taken out the external. A push back into the fair value gap here is internal, and then we'll push back to the external. This is the flow of the market. This is how it works. All right, now I'm getting ready to go into the Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar. Why am I going into this? Why am I going into it like that? Because I don't like these markets the way they are right now. All right, one, this low here has me suspect in the Aussie dollar. This is the weekly time frame right now. All right, we haven't hit that low yet. We've hit all of these lows here. All right, for liquidity, including this one here. All right, but we haven't taken out this one. Could price, after breaking all of this market structure here to the downside, could we pull up and continue down to take that low? Yes, I think that's a possibility, and it drives me nuts that we haven't done it yet. But is the market truly weak against the U.S. dollar? Is it truly weak? Because this would require the U.S. dollar to outperform the Aussie and drag it down. And we are in an area of monthly demand. If you don't notice, there's demand here, and price has tapped into it. We could be pushing back up from here. There's that potential. But what the problem is, currently we are moving sideways. This is why I don't like this market. Wow. Now, if we take a microscopic look at it, and we look at the subtleties of it, what we see is a push down, a push up, a lower low, and then a higher high. What did we just create, folks? We just created a breaker block on the weekly. Can I get you? Can I get you? There you go. All right. We just created a breaker block on the weekly. All right. And this candle closed and opened above that breaker block. We pushed into it. The problem is we took out what my problem with it is. We took out this bullish fair value gap and took out this low. That is bearish to me, and that's not cool. Yeah, we had a nice little relief rally here, right? But we didn't take out the high, all right? And we have this inside candle as of last week's close, all right? Sure, we can go either way, but we are right in the middle of this range. So I think there are better markets to trade. Yes, I think there's a chance it may come. We may sweep these highs for the buy side liquidity. All right. But I don't like the way this market is moving. All right, it's not convincing. All right. So again, I would be looking at the pound and the euro. All right. Yeah. But do I think I'm leaning bullish on this? And I do think that we may be ultimately taking out uh, these highs. All right. But I'm waiting for price on the weekly. I would wait for price to break this high here before I start to consider taking buys. That would be a market structure shift to the upside. This one is what is bothering me. When it broke, if I can find the right lines to draw. When it broke this, come on, man. When it broke this low here, that's a bearish market structure shift, and we pulled back into the bearish leg that caused that break. All right, and we didn't break that high. I'm waiting for this high to break. All right, I'm waiting for this high to break, and that would give me more confidence that price is going to continue higher. The same deal with New Zealand dollar. I wait until this high or this high is taken for liquidity, and then I would be more encouraged to take buys in these markets in the Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar. All right. The New Zealand dollar seems to be a little bit more bullish, right? Because it's closer to that area. All right. And we have some highs up here that I think will probably be lower resistance for price to come up and get. I think we're going to react to this area of supply once we get up here. So we may be bouncing back, but I'm going to watch the way price pulls up. If it does pull up, I'm watching the way it pulls up, and if we leave some bullish fair value gaps along the way, that would encourage me to take more buys in those markets. Canadian dollar, I don't like this market at all. Why? Because if we look at the weekly, we can see that we're taking out these incredibly important lows, right? And we closed below them and all of that stuff. Why haven't we started out on the way up yet? All right, this was the COVID low of 2020. All right, and we taken out that low. All right, and then pushed up, pulled back. Yeah, this looks like until this low is taken out, we are bullish. But I don't like this. I don't like this consolidation. I don't like it at all. And if we go to the daily, you can see that we are kind of we moved up, took out this little area here, this market structure here for a bearish move, and then we pulled up. We didn't take out that high, and we're diddly daddling around there. I would tell you, let this market develop until we see a break. Until we see a break of this high here. I would not mess with this market for buys. All right. So sorry about that. So and if we break these lows down here, this is where I would start to think about taking more lows. These would be important market structure breaks to the downside or upside, and I would wait. I would wait patiently for that to develop. All right. And if I go to the Swiss dollar, I like this to the upside. I'm telling you that right now. Swiss is stronger than the U.S. dollar. Uh, uh, but we did not take out this low. We did not take out this low. We came very close to it. All right. We had a break of market structure to the downside. We pushed up, came down, and pulled back into this. Are we going down or up? All right. I'm looking for this Swiss to outperform the U.S. dollar. We have a weekly fair value gap here that price could use to sting into and go for higher prices. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right. And we'll see how that goes. If price takes out this low here, then it looks like we may be heading down for lower prices. But until that happens, I'm looking for higher prices. The yen, I'm still bullish on the yen. All right. We have a break here, and I'm looking for price to move up higher, pull back, and then go up higher. I'm still all buys. There's some low resistance. I don't know what just happened there. We have some low resistance with liquidity here. So Dang, man, I'm messing up here. Anyway, let's take it for higher prices. Thank you for watching.